Hello, I'm DeDe, and over the next 30 minutes, we'll do a flowing yoga practice, which focuses on nearly continuous, repetitive, and mostly gentle movement. This type of activity can bring the body and mind into a state of flow, which is beneficial for balance training as well as muscular endurance. You may also find stress relief, tension reduction, and better concentration can occur. So here's what you'll need. A yoga mat if you're on a hard floor, as I am. A folded towel, some water for hydration. Put those things out of your way. As usual, you'll need space around you that's adequate for you to move your arms and legs. And you'll practice at your own perfect mindful pace, which means you'll go a little slower, you'll skip something, you'll take one of my modifications. All right, so let's come into mountain pose now with the feet underneath the hips. The pelvis is level all the way around. Knees are slightly bent. So feel grounded. And then the upper body is aligned over the pelvis. So ears, shoulders, and hips all in line. Now we'll start with our hands just below our navel. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. Otherwise, leave them open. Now draw your inhale in through your nose and all the way down toward your hands, filling upward from there. And then exhale completely. So the hands are the landmark. We're drawing the air down toward the hands. That's why we have them there right now. Now let's keep thinking about drawing the air down toward the hands at the beginning of the inhale, but then think about expanding your ribs outward as well. Keep trying to turn the volume down in your brain if you have a lot of busyness. If you have a lot of visual activity in your brain, see if you can turn the lights down so you don't see as much visual activity. We want to get into a quieter, more peaceful state. Now, if your eyes are closed, let them open, but keep trying to pursue those deeper levels of peacefulness, tranquility, and deeper breathing. Now the arms are down to the sides, and we'll start to shift the weight a little bit forward as we inhale. And then shift it back a little bit as we exhale. So our toes are heavy here, and then our heels are heavier when we're here. Our shoulders go back as our pelvis goes forward. And our shoulders go forward as our pelvis goes back. And the arms move opposite the center of gravity. So opposite your pelvis. Now start to notice, can there be a pause between the inhales and the exhales without you feeling like you're holding your breath at all? If there's no pause, that's okay. But if your body feels like there needs to be a little pause, let there be a pause between the inhales and the exhales. Now, let's do the weight shifts side to side. So shift your weight to the right, arms go opposite. Shift your weight to the left, arms go opposite. Now can you turn your head in the direction of your arms? Try to be fully 100% here, right now. Can you make your movement more fluid? How about your breathing? Can that also be a little bit more fluid? Tap into your relaxation response. Even though we're active and we're moving, hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit of calm as well. Last one of these. Come back to center. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, push your hips back and hinge forward, hands on your legs. When you're ready to inhale, stand back up. I'm showing you from the side. Notice how the back doesn't change its shape. Neither does the neck. The head stays right over the shoulders. Now, if you're able to do this successfully, take one arm forward as you sit back. With your thumb up, reach the arm. If you still need both hands on your legs, that's also fine. I just want to point something out here. Try this. Don't elevate or round your shoulder. Pull everything back. Can you do that? Can you pull everything back, even on the reaching side? Now, can we try both arms? If it's not right for you, that's okay too. Our upper back does not change shape. It stays the same shape even when we're down here. So feel your legs working, your back is working, your shoulders. 2 more. Make sure your knees stay the same distance apart as your ankles and feet. Now this time we stay down and we take the hands on the legs if they're not already. And then inhale, lift your tailbone up a little bit. And then exhale, tuck your pelvis, dropping the tailbone down. And we'll do that again. Shoulders are still away from the ears. Now we're going to bring our pelvis to an in-between position, neutral, in other words, and then slowly stand up. Take your time, back to mountain pose. This time, hands together in front of the heart center. Now we inhale, one arm goes up, one arm goes down for the exhale. So little side bend. And then inhale, and we switch. Let's finish with one more. And then we're coming back to center. Let's step the feet out. And we want to go fairly wide. We want to bend the knees and sit the hips back a little bit and then turn the toes out. All right, hands on your legs. Inhale. On the exhale, we'll straighten out the left leg a bit. The knee doesn't go too far past the ankle. Inhale and exhale over here. So keep pointing your knee toward the center of your foot. Make sure you turned your toes out sufficiently. Go with your breathing. Let's start to drop one shoulder. Now we inhale center and exhale. Let your arms come down. Now we're turning this way and we're coming down into a low lunge. So you can be on your fingertips, on your fists, or on yoga blocks. Those are always going to be your options here. So then we inhale, shoulders away from ears, and on the exhale, turn, raise your back arm up. And then we'll do it again, same thing. Inhale to come down. Again, raise your back arm up. We have 2 more of these. Keep your back leg straight. You can't see it. I want you to feel that it is still straight. All All right, now to get to the other side, we walk hand over hand and we turn the feet, and then we make sure we're on that narrow railroad track with our foot placement. Bring your blocks with you if you need them. Drop into your low lunge with your back leg nice and straight and your torso long. Now inhale, turn your back arm rises up. And again. Feel that your ribs are turning. Your hips are not turning so much. It's much more through the waist and ribs. One more. All right, and then we come around to face one another once again. So walk with your hands around, turn your toes out, bend your knees, take one hand on your leg, the other hand on your leg. Come a portion of the way up. Make sure you're not lightheaded, and then inhale. Sit your hips back now, exhale. Sweep your arms down, or you can opt to keep your hands on your legs. On the way down, like this, and you can keep them there on the way up as well. Now, do you need a sturdy chair or a countertop or a wall to stabilize and steady yourself with some light support? If that's the case, make sure you provide that for yourself. Tipping your head to look up if it doesn't cause you to lose your balance. One more. All right, now we're just dropping the arms here. Let's turn this way for a high lunge. On the tiptoes of your back foot, square your hips to the side. Make sure you turned your feet. Hands on your hips at first. Inhale, bend both of your knees just a little bit at first as you exhale. Now you can make it bigger, straightening more. As you exhale, maybe you're bending more, maybe you're not. Maintain your balance. Now, if you want to add some arms down at your sides with the thumbs out. Inhale, arms sweep up. You can bend your elbows at the top and then straighten your elbows at the bottom. Now let's change sides carefully, switching your feet, finding your railroad track, coming up on the tiptoes of your back foot, steadying yourself with some light support if you need it. Now bend your knees. Let's add the arms right away if you're ready. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, bend both knees. Make sure you keep breathing. All right, we're coming to the center once again. Turn your toes out. Bend your knees, sit your hips back a little bit. Now inhale, the arms come out. Exhale, side bend. This is different. It's a little bigger side bend. Inhale to the center. It's certainly a different stance than we had earlier. You always have the option of straightening your top arm if it feels comfortable for you and you want to. That's your option. Otherwise, keep it here. All right, we'll come back to the center, roll the shoulders. Now we're coming around to this side. We're coming down into a low lunge once again. We're up on the tiptoes of the back foot. Use your blocks if you need them, otherwise fingers or fists or palms. Inhale into your low lunge. And then exhale, let your front leg straighten a bit. And we'll do it again. Back leg is straight the whole time. So sink down as you inhale. And then straighten the front leg a bit more as you exhale. 2 more. Now we'll stay in the straighter leg position for a moment. Doesn't matter how straight your leg is, you just do your straightness. Try to square your hips to that side edge of your mat if you're using a mat. And then we'll stay low as we change sides. So bend, walk around. Establish your low lunge with your knee over your ankle in front. Back leg straight now. Inhale, exhale. Front leg is a little bit straight. And then again. Now this time we hold the straighter position with our front leg. Let's stay here. Keep trying to square your hips. And then we'll soften the front knee. We'll walk to the halfway point. Just like we did before, turn your toes out, bend your knees, one hand on your leg, the other hand on your leg. Ever so slowly now, coming up. Slide your feet in narrow now. And then we come back to our mountain pose. Hands together in front of the heart. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. All right, now let's continue to flow. So inhale, arms press out. Exhale, sit down into your chair pose, hands in front of the heart. Remember the option to put your hands on your legs. Moving with the breath. Now we'll practice what's called the cross-legged chair. So this time, cross your right ankle over your left ankle and sit back. And then we'll switch. Inhale, left over right. Exhale, sit back, bending both knees. Let's practice that a few more times. Now, if you feel like it's right for you, cross your right ankle this time over your left knee. And then we'll switch. Same option here. One more time on each side. Coming back up, inhale, chair pose for the exhale. Stay here now, keep breathing. Your toes are a little lighter than your heels. One arm, maybe both arms forward, upper back is narrow and strong. Shoulders are away from ears. All right, and then hands on the legs. Let's help ourselves up to standing, and then we'll come down. So, one of the ways that people find it relatively easy to come down is to bend the knees, walk the hands forward, and then come down onto one knee, followed by the other. See what feels right for you. And then we'll turn over onto our back. You may need a pillow under your head. That's one of the reasons why we have this folded towel. Put it under your head if so. Let's come back onto our elbows, and then we'll lie all the way down. If you are using the pillow, it's only under your head and neck. It's not under your shoulders. Now we'll take the right leg up. We'll hold on to the back of the right leg and pull it in. Flex your right foot. And then straighten out your left leg. Flex your left foot as well. And try to pull and push the heels in those two opposing directions. Feel that stretch all the way down your right leg. Can you feel that? Now we'll bend the right knee and we'll do a spinal twist. So with the left hand, guide the right knee across, and then here's the right arm. It's straight out from the shoulder or it's down a little lower. Do what feels best for your shoulder. And then we'll keep twisting, keeping both shoulders anchored to the ground. By the way, make sure your foot has a resting place, either on the floor or on your inner straight leg. All right, let's come back to the center now. Recenter yourself, hips, back, and then left leg is up, flex the foot, hold the back of the leg. Try not to turn your head and look at me the whole time. Look more toward the ceiling, straight up. Now we'll straighten out the right leg along the floor. We'll stay here, breathe, and enjoy the stretch. All right, now the spinal twist. Bend your left knee and use your right hand to guide your knee across. Here's the left arm, straight out from the shoulder or down a little bit lower. Feel that you are connected right now, your body and your breath and your brain. All right, help your knee back to the center, and then we'll bend both of our knees and we'll turn all the way over so we can help ourselves up with the arms. Push yourself up and then find a comfortable seated position that works for you. You may find it even more comfortable if you sit up on the edge of your folded towel so it tilts your pelvis forward for you. Move your feet further forward if you need to, and then we'll inhale. Exhale, twist. Look over your shoulder. Stay here. Keep breathing. All right, and then come back to the center. Now reverse your legs. The other one is in front. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Look over your shoulder. Stay here. And then coming back to the center. Now make a fist. The little finger side of your fist goes here on either side of your hips. And then draw your elbows back. Lift your chest up. Keep drawing your elbows back. And keep your shoulders down. Feel that opening across your chest? I sure do. release that, roll your shoulders up and back and down. So how do you feel now? You feel more connected, a little more peaceful? Do you feel more here now, more present? I hope that you do. We also trained muscular endurance, balance, strength, and flexibility. We did all that over the last 30 minutes. So thanks for joining me, and until next time, be well.